Sir, I got here before you, sir. What is it? Sir, I got here before you. What will you give me now?
Oh, stop this bribery and corruption. Stop this bribery and corruption. There is no room for class prefects again. What we have is head of house.
And I don't even work class prefect, no head of house, but I need the money.
I saw you when you logged in. Long time ago. I saw it grassroots. I saw it when you logged in a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Hello, everyone.
hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Thank you. Great today.
Yeah, I looked at the material and it was very good. The session on Thursday went very, very well.
In fact, I'm sure you will like it because I needed to just put something forward, and that will really help us to evaluate. You know, really help us
Yes.
to do the evaluation.
Yes. So is there anybody on yet?
Yeah, one person is still on. I guess let me see what time. Okay, two or three.
Okay.
Okay. Others are joining us very soon now, sir. I have Shitu is on.
So we can talk about it a little bit while the others are joining.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it may be better. Hi, Shitu. How are you doing? It may be better to turn off the video because the network is slow right now. Do you want to do that or?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, sir.
The video
Good.
is off now. Yes.
So, did you receive
Okay.
the email I sent?
Oh yes, Shitu. I looked at your slides and they're really good. By the way, I have several ideas. I want to talk to everybody. I hope everybody appears today. I know some of you may be tired, but the your presentation was very good. I really liked everybody's presentation. There were very good presentations on agriculture, of course, and food and agriculture, restaurant. There was, of course, transportation. Shitu, your presentation was excellent. And then we had other presentations also on the e-governance and a lot of education. There was some really good discussions on education. So I actually have an idea that I want to discuss it with everybody today. And I'm just going to wait for a few people to show up. And then, So what do you think, Amos? Should we wait for a couple of minutes?
Yeah, a couple of minutes, yes. I'm just sending a message to their room now that
Okay.
we are waiting for everyone. I've just done that now.
Okay. So okay. Aliyah is uh, so Shitu, how I mean your project is very good. So how many people are working with you on it? Hello, Shitu?
Yeah. Well, I have a partner with whom I work with, but then there are other like 3 other people who are just on just contract.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Aliyah. How are you doing?
Fine, I'm fine, sir.
Good to see you. You're all dressed up and everything. That's nice to see.
How was the doctor?
Okay. Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Good morning, David.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm very fine. Thank you. How are you doing too, sir?
Very nice presentation. A very good
Much.
job. I mean,
Thank
everybody
you
did
so
a
much,
great
sir.
job. I thought it went very well. So I actually have some ideas to form kind of a smart virtual city. I'm going to talk about this in a minute. So as soon as everybody else joins. So how many people are on right now? Do you know?
I think about altogether should be 6 right now. So I think the
6?
others are the others are yet to join.
Okay. All
No,
right.
just
So
5. I think five of us. The others are yet to join.
all right. So we can talk about. So what did you think of everybody? All the presentations.
Lovely presentations, very innovative, and I think they will go a long way with good support.
Okay. Yeah, I am really encouraged by it. So Ali, you, what did you think of everybody's presentation? Your presentation was also very good. I mean, great. Huh?
Yes, I think they were lovely presentations, sir.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying I think they were very good presentations, very good ideas that if
Yes.
well nurtured, they will be
A
very
lot of these
impactful.
ideas that were presented. Hello, Abu Bakr is also on.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Abubakar Yusuf is on, Bangashut is on, Liu Ayuba is on.
Okay. Hello. Okay. So, do you guys think that we should get started, or should we wait for a couple of people for a minute?
Yeah, we can wait for them, sir. We can wait
All
for
right.
them.
Okay, just a few more minutes. I'm sure they will join.
All right. Okay. So, so while they're joining, I just want to start discussing this idea of actually having a virtual smart city where all of the different ideas about food and agriculture, about transportation, about education, and you know all the other things where we can put them together into a network. I already so you guys are going to form that network. So I'm gonna talk through this, how we can form a network of all of these different quote unquote hubs, and how can we do this with space. So today's session is going to be more on space, and I will go through it. I will present the space system to you. So I think the next 2 sessions, today's session and next week's session, is going to be running the experiments so that you can become part of this network, and then we'll have a kind of a session in February. January will be very busy because that's the start of the year type thing. So, but in February we should have a session where we just kick off this whole idea. So let me just talk to you guys about it. I really I'm excited. I really think that there are some very interesting and good ideas. Okay.
So much, sir.
Yep. Okay. So should we get started?
Yes, yes, please. We can get started, sir.
All right. Okay. All right. So first of all, let me see if I can start sharing my screen. Okay. Where is my screen? Yep. Let me know when you can see my screen.
We can see them, sir.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, good, good. All right, so I'm going to make it big, a bit bigger. All right. Okay. So just very quickly where we are, we covered different things in the sessions. So today's session is going to be on the space platform, and I want to show you what my idea is of a smart virtual city that we can form in Nigeria. And then next week, today we'll get started on it, and next week you guys will all uh, form this city kind of a form and network. By the way, it's not going to cost anybody any money, so that I will take care of the money part. That's not a problem. And then we'll have a wrap up session. I am thinking about in February where we say, okay, we have done all this. Now, how do we actually then put all these pieces together and have a final discussion at that time. Good morning or good afternoon, David. Good to see you. Also, okay. So let's see. Let me just show you the basic idea here. So the session today, I'm gonna propose Amos, you also tell me what do you think of this idea. So the basic idea that I have is to start with a smart virtual city for Nigeria. It is so it. I think we talked about it earlier, but now the idea is very clear in my mind. So the idea is that different people, David and John and Shitu and Leo and Yusuf and everybody else, they have their own ideas, and we can give them. We can form some hubs. So the notion is that it's a cluster of smart hubs in Nigeria that collaborate with each other. So instead of having one physical smart city, we're going to call it a virtual smart city where all the different capabilities will be available and they will collaborate with each other. And this will use the space system will be the factory that will produce these portals and hubs. And I will get you guys started today, and we'll form this in this week and next week. And as we see this smart virtual city for Nigeria will be connected to other smart hubs like in the United States, in Pakistan, Solomon Island, and then this will then become a very interesting community of different smart hubs in different parts of the world. People are just talking about it, but I can see I can see Amos already on it.
I've been waiting for this day.
Yeah, so I think it's becoming a very interesting thing. So then you will see also that what other people are doing, what is going on with Solomon Island, what are the kind of projects in the United States, in Pakistan, and it will be an open, free kind of a platform. Everything will be in the cloud so that everybody can access it. So it's not going to be located in Nigeria or in anywhere. It will be all in the cloud. So this will then become like a smart global village where we'll have partners from Nigeria, partners from innovation, innovative entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs like all of you in Nigeria, working with innovators in Pakistan, in Solomon Island, in the United States, and once we get it started, you guys will run it. Okay.
That's right.
So you will manage it, you will run it. I will be available to just provide overall guidance.
I've been actually under pressure right now, even from other African countries as I speak. But I need us to just go. But I love the pace we are going because we need to establish it, and it will help us know the
Yes.
best and the right way to scale.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I will help it. And actually, if we agree, I have a couple of meetings with the UN people. One is on Monday, actually day after tomorrow, and then there is another one in January. I am going to start presenting this idea. If we agree,
And, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Sure.
Please, you can help me with some information because we need to access the Honorable Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. She was actually, she was actually in the maiden meetings of this session in 2010 when all these things started. At that time, she hadn't even become the PA to the former Secretary General of the UN. So she was party to all of this, and I think this is the best time to get her involved. I have to.
All right. Okay. Great. Yes.
I'll have some communications, and perhaps you can help me with some information so that we can.
I will help you. I will definitely help you. And so you and I, okay, so this is what will happen is that all the young entrepreneurs who are already online right now, I mean, you guys will do the work and you will work with each other, and Amos and I and with some other people, we will work on the giving the exposure through the United Nations and other places. So we'll take care of all that, and we'll take care of the prices also, and so that nobody has to pay anything. And if needed, I can take care of some of the basic fees and all that type of stuff. So I think the Mr. Ahmed, who was on, his idea was good.
In fact,
and he said that you need to do.
The reason why I actually brought Mr. Ahmed El-Sabti was that in Egypt is currently planning a brand new city. And I've visited some of the smart villages before now in Alexander, I think in Cairo too. And I know for them to plan a brand new city, there are certain concepts that go with it. So when I shared what I'm doing, he was particularly very interested. And it was like I needed him to help us.
Okay, good.
A roadmap that can help us and sustain, which is why those
comments
are very useful. Yes.
Yeah, yes. So I think so. I want to show you the overall idea. So this is the smart virtual city for Nigeria's idea. So there will be one education hub that all the ideas about. I think there were 3 presentations on education. So they will be all in one hub that is for education. There's food and agriculture. I think there were 3 presentations. There was a presentation on e-agriculture. There was a presentation on food. And there was a restaurant also that is related to food and agriculture. So the food and agriculture hub they will all be connected with each other, and transportation hub, of course, and other hubs too, like the administration hub and e-governance. I think that was a very good presentation there too. One thing I saw was missing from all of these is a healthcare. But we have, by the way, so that's where we can plug in. We have some healthcare hubs already on hypertension and things of that nature. So we can plug in from my side for that. But if anybody in the group or somebody else who joins it has ideas about a healthcare type of hub, so that's an open. So what I have on the right-hand side here, the blue ones are the ones that are going to be developed with time, and anything else, like for example, for utilities, for water and sanitation, and other kind of capabilities that are needed. So these will be the each one of these hubs will be, you are located wherever you are, or will connect you through this network so that anybody can access anything else. So collectively, that's the main point, is that the collectively, no matter wherever everybody is located, but collectively, this will become a very powerful, smart global village where, some of the capabilities may be available in the United States, some of them available in Nigeria, in Pakistan, in Solomon Islands. So that's my idea. I want to show you now. By the way, these slides are already on the Moodle site. So please take a look at it. So today I just want to present to you the basic concept, because I was really very interested in hearing what you guys are doing, and it's very good, and I want to encourage everybody. So my idea is that we will wrap up our sessions next week, but then I want to have a kickoff session in February. We can decide like a first Saturday of February, a second Saturday of February. Amos, we can decide that, where we all get together, and then all of these things should be operational by then. The network will be operational and all that, and then we can take a look at it and then decide, what are the next steps.
Okay, one information, sir.
Sure.
If you remember in the earlier stages of this pilot, I noticed there's actually an observation, particularly as it relates to the healthcare.
Yes.
Perhaps something to be done under the healthcare as fast as possible, because in the course of my work in the past,
yes,
we noticed that several regions have what they call health centers. So these regions that have these health centers almost put around across several parts of the community. These health centers are not active. The health centers really don't have any responsive healthcare, activity that benefits the citizens. And I think this will actually enable us to activate from these regions, that we can actually use this to see how we can activate those health centers by offering them some very basic services that can even make the leadership of those communities to better administer the healthcare facilities that they have on behalf of the citizens. So I think the healthcare is also a very important component. Even though in the course of our exercise, we really could not have explored everything, was why we just dealt with the few ones that you saw under the education, the agriculture and food, the transportation. There were other areas which we really could not have covered within the day.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so let me now show you like a overall all the business functionalities that need to happen in an actual city. So this is a pattern, business pattern. We looked at the business pattern last time for a retail store. I will show you some of the business patterns that are available in space for like healthcare and for a lot of other industries. So this is the idea here, is that you remember I showed you a detailed pattern last week of a retail store. So this is of an actual city. So these blue things that you're seeing here, these are the kind of the typical e-governance type of things that happen in each city. Like the corporate management would be the mayor's office, and people, the customer relationship management, marketing of it, and so on and so forth. But then these yellow ones here are the ones that really have these hubs that you guys are talking about. There's a healthcare, there's a transportation, there's an agriculture hub there. There are others, the education is here, social welfare, utilities, law enforcement. So we may not have everything to start, but I think with time we can add the others hubs to it. So this shows you like an overall view of from just a kind of the business and the government services. How are all of them interconnected? And how do they provide the services of this smart city and a smart virtual city? So you will see. I will show you some experiments actually next week that how can they collaborate with each other. Okay. So today I just want to cover the basic idea to show you how the space system works and how does it produce these hubs very at a very simple level. And I'm going to ask each one of you to do some experiments over this weekend to get used to the space environment. And next week we will do the advanced experiments where we'll actually form the network where all of you will be connected and you will be able to see each other and all those things. Okay.
This is lovely.
Okay. So by the time, so we will have like a rough, very sketch of this smart city in Nigeria, virtual city in Nigeria running by the end of next week. And then, these are holidays and a lot of other things, but I am going to ask you to keep on working on it. Okay, and then we'll get back together in February to take a look at it and see how the smart city is really fitting together and what do we do. Next steps will be in February. That's my plan. What do you guys think?
Wow, this is a wonderful plan, right? Something that I've been looking up to. I know Mr. Amos can actually tell you that I've actually been involved with this project underneath without you knowing me then.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I didn't know you earlier.
So I've been involved, and I'm actually just happy seeing the whole thing, coming together after staying for over 10 years, and then you're now seeing the fruit of the labor. A lot of time we would say, I'm going to the US to a UN conference and the likes, but then,
all right. Okay.
so,
Okay. We'll make that happen. We can actually, if this thing really becomes running, and all we need are partners. I mean, 3 to 4 countries are good enough. I mean, we don't need 40 countries. 3 to 4 countries as a starting point where all of them are doing some work. That's the basic idea that I want to present to you. So now I want to get to the next part, that how do we do it? Okay. How do we form this network? How do we connect what you are doing right now with other people? So this is very practical discussion. So I first I want to talk about the space planner. I think I talked about it. I might have talked about it a bit last time, but now I'm going to go into more details. And today I'm going to show you an actual demonstration of space. How does it work? What do you need to do? And all those kind of things. And these slides, by the way, are on the website, on the Moodle site, the course site. So if you look at session 5 slides, you will see this, everything there, okay?
Okay, lovely.
All right. Basically, so what it is space. Space has several capabilities, but what we are going to use most frequently is ePlanner. This is a planner that helps you plan out these hubs and portals. So we'll go through different stages of it. The P0 is where we select a country. Then we P1 is where we actually define services, like as I say, healthcare service? Is it an education service? Is it a public safety? Whatever kind of services that we want. And then it goes through stages of analyzing the solutions and how they will be deployed and how will they be managed. It looks at big data that is available over the internet. It also has a pattern repository. These patterns that I just mentioned to you, like business patterns for all the health and education, they are all there. I'm going to show you all that. So the result is that it actually produces a network, very much like what you're going to see. You're going to form, so you can form single service portals that will be connected to your system that you have built, and we can form small business hubs. So this is all going to be developed by using space, okay? So that would be the purpose of space, will be to have you guys all interconnected and collaboration and all those kind of things at a very, very simple level, all right? Okay, and we can do this next week, and then after that, we'll take a break and come back in February, and then do a kickoff of the actual system next week. All right. So now I'm gonna go through the space system. Okay.
Right.
I'm just gonna walk you through it, but this is just the welcome to space type of a screen. I'm just showing you. I'm going to show you the screens first, and then I'll give you a demonstration of it. So this is the ePlanner. So there are several systems in the space. ePlanner is the main one that we'll take a look at, and we'll use it a lot. So ePlanner, it has a learning corner. So there is a stage 0 and stage 1. So right now, because you have access, I don't know, Amos, if you have sent the access over to everybody, or do they have the space access? Does everybody have space access?
They all have access, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
we all do.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna show you how you can use.
We might just need to look at the extension soon.
Yeah. I know. I think it was December 20th or something. I'll get you extension. We'll get you the extension till February or something like that. Okay. So that's not a problem. And then, but today I'm going to talk about stage 0 and stage 1 only. This is the how do you get started on it. Please do go to this site and take a look at this. There are tutorials there. There's a user's guide. It's only like 4 pages. There's a video clip that's about 2.5 minutes on it. That's good material. So everybody should go through stage 1 this week, and I'll walk you through stage 2 and 3 next week.
Thank you.
Okay. So by the end of next week, you guys will be experts at it. You will be able to create a like a smart healthcare hub, or even transportation. You will see how it works out. Okay. So
I've always been looking for when I'm going to have these clones all over the country.
Yes. So now it is happening. So we have very bright young people from all over the country to be able to use it. We'll get you the extension for the space access. That's not a problem. Okay. And we will, the way I am going to work on it is that we'll give you the access to the space, but then I want to learn from you whatever you're finding out and add those things to space. We are always adding new things to space.
Yeah, Professor, based on what you just said, I think I sent you an email. I replied to I think it was the email that you sent, the email you used, the mailing us, I think admin at ng.com. I sent an email to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed 1 or 2 things. So I sent an email to you with the screenshot.
All right, thank you. All right, I will take a look at that. I looked at a few things last night, so I will take a look at that definitely. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank
And
you.
I will give you my other email that Amos has that you can directly write to me too. So okay,
Okay.
we'll get everything working here. Not to worry.
Mhm.
Not to worry.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So. Okay, so the main thing in space, the way it is organized, it is that it can handle very small type of a portal for like a one service and by one provider. So it is very service oriented. So you can define one service, for example, just a electronic health record service, or just a very simple restaurant with the only few items, or whatever happens to be the case. So the simplest is the one. Our methodology is based on the number of services offered by a system, and also the number of owner providers. So in some cases you have only one provider. In many cases, you have multiple providers. They are collaborating with each other to provide the service. So the one service that is the simplest example is S1, which is the simplest. That's the default. When we enter it, you will see it. It is one service by one provider. Then the S2 is the medium, and that will do next week. That is the one where many services are by one provider. So this could be actually a center, it could be a healthcare center, an education center, a school, whatever happened to be. So you can see the examples here too. These are what I call service bundles. They can be community centers, healthcare centers. They can be even smart towns, smart towns. So you can build a lot of different types of models of these hubs by going to S2. So as I said, I am going to stay on S1 today. We'll go to S2 next week. How's that?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. So you have a step-by-step process of it. Um, and what will happen is that you're going to see in space these services, that there are lots of services. There are services in economic development, in education, healthcare, law enforcement and safety, e-government services, public welfare. I think and these are additional services, something else, finance and e-commerce, retail, food and agriculture, transportation, manufacturing, other miscellaneous service. Actually, I noticed that restaurant is for some reason in the miscellaneous, environment and energy services. So these are all different type of services. We are always adding more services. In fact, we have almost like 20 more services that are ready, and we will add them to the system around January, February time period. And based on by working with you guys, we will add more services to the system. So for example, we'll add more service system transportation, more to education, more to food and agriculture, definitely. So as we work with you, we are going to keep adding more services to the space system, so that then this can be shared and other people can get benefit of it and all those type of things. Okay. So in some of these sectors, they have an awful lot of services. Some have few. And by the way, there is another version that we are working on that has a lot of services. But I'm going to stay with the simple service that is generally available. That's generally the discussion about it. So let's just get it. Let me see if I can uh, launch it. No, I have never done this in Zoom. I hope this works all right.
Yeah, it will work.
Okay. So can you see this?
Yeah, the screen is still there.
Can
Yes,
you
sir, we
see
can
the
see it.
welcome to space
Okay.
screen? Or let me see.
Oh,
Hang on for 1 minute.
okay. Okay. If you tend to go to another browser, you
Let me.
Probably you're not sharing that browser, sir.
you may need to
Okay, all right, all right. So let me see. How do I share the browser?
you need to unshare this and reshare your screen on the right there on the Space for ICT page.
Okay, I'm just trying to see.
You can unshare this.
Yeah, okay. You're doing screen sharing. Uh,
Unshare. Then share the new page.
okay, so is this the space thing here? Yes. Let's see if this shows.
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Very well, son.
Okay. So you're now seeing my screen. So I am just going to log in to the system just like everybody else does. So this is my login ID, and I log in. So this will okay. So I'm going to go directly to the actually the extensive the planner, because that's where we can get it activated. So this is the learn. I'm going to go to the learning corner, and from here you can see the learning corner. So you can see the actual learning corner here that I just mentioned to you. And from here, so the first two stages, there's an executive summary and all that, and the video clip. So I'm just going to go directly to let's start the extensive planner. So right now, say, can you see my screen? Can you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can see the strategic planner, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I am in there. So in the strategic planner, you can see that. Okay, so so the very first screen that you see in the strategic planner is. By the way, this is being recorded, right?
Very well, very well, very well. Yes.
Yeah. So that's good because then you can see it.
We'll
So
do
this
a
shows you what
review.
the strategic planner does. So it has phases like the country is initializing a country, service initialization. That is where you choose the kind of services that you have, and then it automatically generates the plans and a detailed planning, and then monitoring and control part of it. So P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. These are all the different things that you will do. I have an awful lot of services here, so hang on for a minute. Oh my God, I gotta get rid of all of them. Okay. So I am going to start a new scenario. This is what you will do when you get there. Go to this part and say new scenario or a project. So it will ask you for okay. So my screen. Okay. So here is, I am already. So I have created a lot of profiles. So I'm gonna go to Nigeria somewhere here, and let me see where. I, as you can see, I've been doing this work for a long time. So
No, I know. No.
you can see Nigeria right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just select Nigeria as a country, and now I have chosen Nigeria as a country. By the way, we do need to update the statistics on Nigeria. We've used it from the World Bank, but we'll update that. So not to worry too much about it. So I am right now in the first part of it. So this is where I'm seeing the country initializer, which is the P0 part. that is done. So it's black and you dark there, so you will see. And this is the service initializer. I am there, so I just want to click on it. So this is now going to show me the different type of services and the remember I just showed you this part. So the service I am going to take the default, which is the simplest one. This is the from one provider and one service, and we will just work through this. And so I'm gonna make sure that I can see my next button here, and the next button. Okay, so now let me see if I can move this block somewhere uh, so that it does not block us too much. Okay, anyway, so you can see this. These are all the services. Does anybody have any preference? Which one do I show? You want to see? So by the way, all of these, if you click on any one of them, like let's say education or healthcare, then I can show you what will happen. Do you want to stay on education, or do you want to show? Yeah. So you can, for example, see different ones. So let's
transport. Let's say transport.
Sorry, let me just stay with education right now, just for a minute. All right. Okay. Yeah. So just for illustration, but you can go to food and agriculture, you can go to transportation, you can go to wherever, and browse around it. So these are some of the services on education. I think we have about maybe 15, 20 services on education, distance learning, educating school teachers, education services, so on and so forth, e-learning, e-library. There was a presentation on e-learning yesterday. So I can just say, let me just do, which one do you want me to stay with the distance learning?
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. There's no problem.
All right, but you can choose anything else also. By the way, if you want to learn more about what distance learning is, you can click here and it will explain to you what it is. It has a paragraph description of what distance learning is all about. All right?
Right, sir.
And I am and it actually shows you what is the SDG goal. So the learning, as everybody knows, it's a goal 4 of the SDGs. So you can see that. Also, for example, in healthcare, it will be SDG goal number 3. So then let me just go next here and okay. So okay. So I should choose a service title. I'm gonna say Nigeria. Umar. One thing that about the service title is please don't put any special characters and all that. I think it gets confused sometimes. So Nigeria 2020. That's good enough. All right. So I've given it a name now. It is in the country definition under Nigeria. That should be good. And then I'm now going to okay, and so it's okay. So I'm just going to go next to make sure. So this is all should be good now. So I do have the valid name, and now I am going to. This is a very important part, and you should all take a look at it carefully. You can choose initially just take the default. By the way, throughout Space System, it has a default system where if you don't want to make any choice, you can just say next, and it automatically chooses a default option based on your the type of service and the type of location. Like if you say rural in Nigeria or in wherever. So for example, this is, so let me just show you some of the basic things. Here are some of the basic features like It has this remember I talked about this 8-dimensional model, right? So this is the 8-dimensional model right there, about security and collaboration and data and all those things. And here you can choose what's the level of usage for this center. So we will make some decisions. Is the center going to be mainly informational? In other words, just education can just provide information, or it can be transactional. In other words, it is a course that a student takes and he or she has to pass it. In other words, you have to keep records on it. And informational is just like what I'm doing. I can just give you the information. So do you want informational or transactional, or it could be real time, especially in healthcare? There's something could be real time, and or it could be comprehensive, which is all of the above. Which one?
We can take comprehensive.
All right, comprehensive is good. Okay, now here it is going to, by the way, give you a warning that some of these services, the choice requires high quality, reliable, and sophisticated and expensive ICT solutions. The needed sophisticated IT solution may be easily available in your region or country. Click OK if that's all right, or just change it. So it is telling you right now, but if I did this in the United States, it would not give me this warning.
Oh, that is in Nigeria.
Okay, so do you want to just stay with okay, so I'm going to stay with
Let's
informational.
go real time.
We'll go with comprehensive.
Okay, informational right now. And by the way, it is only a warning. If you want to ignore it, you can ignore it.
No,
It's okay.
we're moving Nigeria into G20. So.
All right. Okay, good. All right. Pretty soon. Yeah, you guys will do it. I'm sure. We'll do it together.
Want to move Nigeria
All
to
right.
G20.
Okay. Then it is the location of the service. Is it going to be a local community? Is it going to be provincial? Is it a federal or international? What do you think it is?
Local
Is it
for
a
now.
local community?
Local for now.
Okay, local for now. Good. Okay, so then I'm going to turn this thing off. Okay, so this is local. And then it is saying the level of web use. How much are you going to use the web technology? Are you going to use like so? By the way, these are the options. These are the 8 dimensions. No use of web, basic use of web, for example, informational web 1.0 or 2.0, or the really next generation of web with semantic web and artificial intelligence and all that. So, by the way, it has chosen already social networking and semantic web for Nigeria. The system automatically chooses defaults based on where you are located. Okay, so if you don't want to change anything, fine. So let's not change anything, but I just want to show you can change these things if you want to. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Similarly, level of mobility, it says location-based services. Yes, you have very good GPS type of services. Smartness, how smart do you want this system to be? Like, how much artificial intelligence do you want to use in it? You could say we don't want to use it right now, or you want to use just detection capabilities, low, medium, high use of AI, or very high use of AI. So how do you want it, low or medium?
Medium.
For keep it in mind, this is for your educational service, long distance service. So the low or medium?
Medium.
Medium. All right.
I choose medium.
All right. Good. And then is the data. How much data will you have, and how much data will you transmit? It will be. It can be just a small, like text files and spreadsheets, or small databases, or relational databases, or big data, or very, very big data, with a lot of sensor data and a lot of satellite images and things of that nature. So do you want small databases or just small text files and spreadsheets?
Oh, small databases.
Right now it's just
databases.
Databases. Okay, good. Okay, collaboration, is it only going to be within the company, like within the school, or is it going to be with others also? By the way, as you change these dimensions, this diagram changes on the other side. Okay.
That's right.
So you'll see visually, you will see. Remember, I asked you to draw that how your company, how this service will look like. So that's what is happening right now. So it's only within a company. Let's just say that security. I think you should have some security, right?
Yes.
Privacy and integrity through encryption. That's good enough. Okay. All right. So I have, by the way, you can play around with these things.
Okay.
And then there's approximately the number of users I put 1 to 10 million. I mean, you can have smaller up to 1,000, up to 10,000, about up to 10,000. Is that good enough?
That's right.
Okay. Because these choices will affect what kind of solutions are needed. So it will automatically recommend the different solutions based on your, suggestions that you have here. Government style of selection domain, it is government owned and operated, or I'll just leave it that right now. How much time do you want to, when do you want it to happen? Within 1 year, within 10 years, or whatever. So right now it's 1 year. All right. So you see all of these choices being made, right? Okay. Was there anything that I missed? No. Oh, okay. So there was, yeah, there are some things I didn't, I'm sorry, I missed it. One is level of service automation. Do you want it computer assisted or completely automated? I think it's right now, the default is computer assisted. And is it in the urban or rural area? Do you want it in rural area or urban?
Let's leave it at urban.
Urban is fine. Okay, good. So by the way, it does give you reasonably good defaults. Okay, and these defaults are changed automatically based on where you are located. Okay, so so that's why you can go through this whole system in a very, very short time. How do I see this? Because okay, so next. Okay, this picture is blocking me. All right, there you go. It should now, okay, so now I am in the next stage, and it is now showing me an actual, for education, it is showing me a pattern. This is the pattern that you saw for government. Now this is for education, by the way, and you will see the education services like course delivery, course development, and also student administration, student analysis. So it is these kind of services automatically. Amos is shaking his head.
That's
Okay.
it. That's exactly what it is.
That's yeah. So this it shows you all of the services that you are going to need. Okay.
All those
Oh my
theories.
God.
All those theories now giving you a life.
I can't believe what my eyes are seeing.
Okay. So now you guys can see how this thing really works. All right, so I'm just gonna stay here so that I can keep showing you the next. Okay. So next, I am now going to show you. Okay, so it's going to show you now the location where you're located in Nigeria. By the way, if we are going to use it in Nigeria, and of course we have access to Google Maps and all that. So we can even include the different provinces and regions in Nigeria. So you can just say later on, we can do that. Okay?
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure at this stage you can begin to see the reality of all the English language.
Yep.
Please, you can
So
unmute. You can
are
unmute.
you beginning?
You can unmute. No, please, you can unmute and speak.
All right.
Please unmute everybody. Unmute and speak to what you have just seen, please.
Yes,
We'll
go
still
ahead.
have your review. We'll still have your review within the week
Yes.
before the next session. So please unmute.
Yes.
Speak. You now realize that it does not matter what local government, what state in the country you belong. You all can solve those prevalent problems we have in this society, and we have just started with this virtual. In fact, this is a national virtual smart city, for the country, and I'm very happy that this is actually coming to life. I want to hear you guys speak to what you have just seen.
You want me to finish it, or you want
Okay, all right,
to talk right
all right.
now?
Okay, Prof, please finish, round up, please. I was too.
All right, I'm gonna wind it up right now very
Right.
quickly.
Yes,
So
yes.
thank you. So so I'm just gonna go, and there are some other things also about self-assessment that you have to assess what will be needed, like the service when is it needed, who needs the training. I'll ask you to fill this out. It automatically has the defaults in it. So I'm gonna now click through it quickly, and so that you get a general idea, and then you guys should spend some time on it and learn from it. So this is now a summary of it. It is showing, and then I can now go to the I'm back to the strategic planner now. Notice that it has done this initialization, and so now I'm going to be into the next part of it. I know that it's already has been an hour, so give me about 10 more minutes and I will get this done.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so strategic analysis. So now it's actually going to do cost benefit analysis, and I am going to just say that the revenue generated, but the public service is going to be very high due to the education part. Okay, and so you should look at these things as what are the benefits, so you can change these costs and benefits also, and you can get a different answer based on that. So it has a very good cost benefit analysis, and I am just going to keep on moving now. It also allows you to do SWOT analysis, like strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. I'm gonna keep on moving, and then now it's going to actually generate some plans, like policies and procedures that are needed for providing the education. And this is a summary of step one that we have just gone through. Okay, and then I'm gonna keep on hitting yes. Okay, so now I'm back to the planner, and it is now showing me so now I'm gonna do the strategic planning is done. Now it is going to show me the actual ICT plan, and that how it is going to be delivered. You can see distance learning, and you can see that business architecture, application architecture, technology architecture. And if I can move this block over, you can see governance, what kind of security and things of that nature. And here are some of the recommendations automatically generated for for a kind of machines, kind of middleware, network, security, services, special consideration. So it is giving you all of those recommendations based on what we just have said. So there's a special recommendation based on the country or region. So read this. These are specific to, let's say, the Nigeria for the kind of choices that you made. in step 0. Okay, so now I am done with this. It is going to keep moving very quickly. It will take about five minutes to go through it. So now it is actually generating the plan. This is the plan for business continuity planning. In other words, how will you make sure that your center, your long distance service can continue if there is a disaster or something like that. Okay, so there are some have a good foundation, have some people sign up, some people who really are going to be um, offering these services, developing a thorough plan. I'm going to take default and just move on, but please take it seriously if you are really going to operate a center and enter those values. So I am now done with that part. Now I am going to say how are we going to acquire the system or develop the system, by the way. So if you are in the acquisition process, especially if you have to work with government schools, there are some ethical considerations and guidelines that you need to follow. So there is a ethical guideline document here. You have to read it before you can say proceed. Because I've read it, I'm gonna say yes, I have read this, reviewed. So there, because there are some of the procedures, as Amos has mentioned to me several times, there's a lot of corruption and things of that nature. So there are some ethical guidelines. And by the way, you can make extensions to this. And then the next, I am now practically done. You can see all of these steps are done. Now I can go to very extensive type of project management. I'm going to skip all that and go directly, skip the project management, and I'll go to the conclusion part, which is this. This is the Business Intelligence Center that has collected all the information, everything that we have done so far. So here is the executive summary, the feasibility strategic plan, the business integration requirements, funding proposal, RFP. If you want to issue RFP, I mean, for government services, it will actually generate a sample portal for you now based on all this information, governance, IT security, and controls, project management information, and a bunch of other information. So actually this interview, because I was explaining to you guys, it took longer, but it really takes 10 minutes to go through all that. You want me to create a portal also? It will take 3 minutes. How is that?
Yes,
No
yes,
problem, sir.
yes, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go through a portal generation. So it is going to so I am just going to get me a customized portal. Okay, it says portal already exists. That's all right, but I will. No, I will just basically say it can actually create it, or I can just view it online. Okay, here it is. Oh, no, this is, I think, I viewed something different. I'm sorry. Let me go back here. Let me just get a customized portal here. Okay. Let me just say that's fine. And so it is now going to create a portal setup for me. And here is the portal setup, the sample portal, so on and so forth. And you can make the changes. What is the contact information here for you, and the administrator login that you want to create, because you will be the administrator of it. So that's the default there. Then the portal setup, and I can now view this portal. Let me see, what did it do? So it created a distance learning portal for Nigeria. Okay, with you can see the actual, and in fact, if you now go here, you can be log in as an admin, and this will allow you to add pages to this portal. So it's a running portal, and it is already on the network, by the way. And that's it.
That's it. Thank you. Thank
So
you.
what do you think?
What do you think, ladies and gents?
It's very excellent and amazing.
You guys are so Jack.
I'm a developer, but I never see something as comprehensive as this.
Never.
I never in my life.
In fact,
We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Nigeria
Professor.
10.0.
My prof,
Yeah.
trust me if I say this. Nobody will take these lectures once. Someone have to watch this video 3 to 4 times.
Wallahi, not. Today's video cannot have mistakes.
Yeah, I have to watch the video on and on and on. In fact, trust
Today's
me,
video cannot have mistakes.
we have been saying smart, but today I see what it means by creating a smart city.
I have been doing this all
Okay,
of my
so
life.
this is just keep it in mind. Keep it in mind that this is just the basic thing that I've done. So we are going to do some advanced things next week that will really blow you away.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much.
So now you understand where I'm going with it?
Now,
Exactly.
Yes, we do.
you guys on special errands back in
We
your
understand.
Now you understand. So I think, hey, I think, look, anyway, this lecture part is over. So now just the general discussion of it. I just want to talk to you. First of all, it's a pleasure to work with you. You're all very bright and very handsome young people. Okay. So it's really a pleasure and an honor to work with you, and so I will help you. So let's see, so please do the exercise that I have specified. Let me just see if I can get rid of this part. I hope I don't. Okay, yes, I'm back to my presentation. So at the end of this presentation, I have a, so this is a suggested exercise that I'm asking you to do. So choose your service, go through the space planner, and go through this, generate your own pick circle. If you're in stage 1, you may not be able to see generate the portals. I think you need to be in stage 2 to actually generate the portal. But anyway, you will be able to see most of it. So by just going through this exercise, if you can just do this exercise, then next week I will go to the next stage, which is how do you create a complete center with multiple services, and you will see it. And smart cities and smart towns and God knows what else. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then also you can collaborate with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And now do you get the general idea?
Yes, I'm actually waiting for that collaboration, sir.
Okay, I will show you the collaboration part. Yeah.
Now, ladies and
Next
gentlemen,
week, you gotta wait for 1 week, David.
thank you so much, Professor. I'm so impressed, and I'm happy that we're here at least. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we realize that I gave you an assignment this morning, and that assignment was supposed to let us know who the head of house for next week will be. What was the assignment? Can somebody share with me what the assignment was? We had an assignment. What is the head of house challenge? What's the question?
We have Expo.
Okay. Amos, do you want me to log off and so that
Oh,
you can
great,
go ahead and
great.
do
Yes,
your work,
yes,
or do you
yes,
want me to
yes.
stick around?
No, you can log off. You can log off, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you next
Thank you so
week.
much,
Thank you so
Prof.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care.
Right.
Yes.
Ladies and
Thanks a lot,
gentlemen,
guys.
the
Bye.
head of house challenge.
Yeah, and Amos, also, yeah, please do send me a video clip of this.
Oh, very well, very
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the link I sent to you has all the videos. It's a channel. That's the channel link. So this one will go to that same channel link. I will
All right.
alert you. I will alert you.
Okay, great, great. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day, guys.
Thank you. Bye, Prof.
Thank you.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir. See you next week.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are here. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. Please show your video. You are free to show your video. Let's see your faces. Let's see your faces. Wow. So I think about now, we all have an idea of where we are going. Oh, Endurance, thank you so much that you're able to make it. Endurance is not feeling too well. We still have some people who really aren't doing much things. Okay, Awa, how are you? Now, and then particularly the ladies, I think I saw inflammatory in the house today. We have not heard from Mercy. We have not heard from Baby Abasi today. Any problem? We have not heard from Mercy. We have not heard from Baby Abasi. I hope there is no internet downtime in Akwa Ibom.
Your voice is down, sir. We can't hear you. I can't hear you clearly.
Sorry. My voice okay now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
You can't, sir.
My voice is not getting to Taraba. No, internet can be funny.
Yeah, there is
Internet can be funny.
connection problem, I think.
Yeah, your voice is okay now.
This Nigeria.
Yes. Now, please, where we are today crystallizes the entire language, crystallizes the entire process, the entire methodology, the entire English language. And we are saying that, look at our calibers, look at our councillors, look at our local government chairmen, back in our various states, back in our various local governments and regions. Look at all the economic verticals: health, transport, public safety, and we are lacking in knowledge to solve our problems. This is to tell you that you have your solutions on your palms. And I think the earlier we begin to, we're going to have a review within the week. And before Prof discusses or talks at all, our next discussion will be how we can now take where we are right now, and revisit our back home economies, our community economies. I gave an assignment earlier in the day. I was asking, who tells me what was the question for the head of house challenge for next week? Somebody tell me what was the challenge question?
I think it was about safety solutions to the rising insecurity about farmers, around farms also.
The challenge, what is the head of house challenge? That's my question. The head of
I
house.
just said it. You said we should get methodologies to incorporate solutions to protect farmers. That we should look for how to protect farmers on the farm, due to the insecurity that we have around the farms.
Oh, was that? Are you sure that was the question? Let me check, confirm. Let me confirm.
I have to frame it my own way.
No, you don't have the right to frame my questions. Because we are class prefects.
I believe the question.
Also, you didn't put it in the assignment, assignment channel.
This was not an assignment. This was
Probably.
the head of house.
Probably.
The head of house task is a separate thing, and it was in discussion, and it was intentional. If I don't have the head of house, let me know.
I remember. I think I pointed it. I pointed it, sir.
Yes.
Now I just can't. I know I saw head of house somewhere, but I can't find it right now because I've been to the channel where we were supposed to have task and all the likes, but I can't just find it there. So
The question.
Yes.
The question that you say we should give a brief introduction of our state and give the agenda of the state as well.
Priority agenda of your state. Now,
state,
have you submitted this assignment? Because I need it now.
No, I have not. You said 10 p.m.
Nope.
Before 10 p.m.
Nope. Whoever qualifies for head of house was to be taken now by the end of this program to read my instruction well. Yes. 10 o'clock are those
from your.
They don't want to be head of house. Because it's mandatory, everybody must send it from their states. But head of house, that means I don't have head of house. I will return back to my class prefects.
For this week?
Yes, nobody has won, if that's the case.
Current head of house are doing fine, sir.
Come again?
The current head of house are doing fine, sir.
No, don't worry now. I declare that there's a failure.
Unopposed.
There's a failure generally. If you read
we are
saying
that the head of house should be unopposed and they should continue.
Okay, we'll come to that later.
Second tenor, yes.
But I have a problem with that. I have a problem with the house not taking instructions seriously. Yes. It came in right just before the class, and that was more than an hour before the class. And I know why I did that, because the smart head of house must come out of a smart competition. So if we say that we retain the head of house of last week into the new house, let's vote. Because every one of you have failed the head of house task. And to be on CNN. Right, so
Mohammed.
Let's vote. Please, your video, let's see your hands up.
For who? Who is our candidate, sir?
The former head of house, of course.
Who is former?
As of now, he's former.
So who do you refer to? Do you mean Abubakar Yusuf or do you mean Shitu?
Abubakar Yusuf was the former head of house.
Yeah, Abubakar.
So
former, yes.
Either you renominate him now because we need a head of house.
Yeah, sir. Shitu is nominating Abubakar Yusuf.
No, Abubakar Yusuf is nominating Shitu.
No. Another person must pass a challenge. Don't bring that old classmate, class prefects.
Let's bring John into this picture. John should be the head of us this time. I believe he did well during the presentation.
You guys don't understand. A head of house must emerge out of a challenge.
So we need to have another challenge.
Okay. Are you saying that we wait till 10 p.m.? Okay. Let me just leave it at that. 10 p.m. The best answer.
Yeah, you're going to be the head of house.
Answer will be the head of house. I'll announce that later. But at any rate, everybody, how was the class today? Let me just hear from you. How was the class today? How was the class today?
She was talking. I saw her talk, but she didn't have audio. So I saw you talk, but I saw your mouth move, but no audio. So I want to believe. Let me check if your audio is actually.
Class prefect don't defend any participants. Class prefects don't defend any participant.
Okay, I will check your audio. No, sir, I'm only helping her. I'm not giving. I'm not defending.
Okay.
I'm only helping her.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your audio is on. So I guess you should check probably your earpiece, the earpiece you're using, or something. Something's actually missing.
Okay, let's go this way. Bauchi, are you
Yes,
back?
sir.
How is this class to you today? What did you say about this class today?
This class.
Remember, we had an assignment. You were saying you were trying to draw a diagram.
Yeah, yes.
I remember some of those diagrams. But then, what did you and how did you see what had just happened after today?
Yes, this class for today is, I understand how you can build. I learned it in this in class for today.
Okay, somebody else? Abubakar Yusuf, current head of house. You are not former yet?
Sir. Yes, I'm current, sir, and I will still remain correct.
I trust you. I trust you.
But we will see, sir. We will see.
Yes. So how do you see?
But maybe Shitu is trying to overtake me.
Don't mind me. How do you see? How do you
What am I doing to you now? I'm not overtaking you.
How do you see the class today?
Okay. Yes, so what I learned, or we learned the entire of the class is
so by the time we are done, when you go and sleep,
virtual organization.
Sorry, when we leave here, hold on. When you go back to sleep, I want you to dream in your dreams where what happened today, where can it impact in your previous and earlier thoughts. You see many things, you see many options. Please go ahead, Abubakar.
Okay, sir. So we learn a virtual smart, how we can create a virtual city or virtual organizations.
Yes.
And it will look like a smart global village where everything is connected.
Yes.
As well as how we can connect what we are doing using Space ePlanner. Yes. The Space ePlanner has of 4 stages, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Briefly, the stage 1 is a country initializer, stage 2 is a service planner.
Yes. Yes.
So the strategic planner,
yes,
where the professor talk more of a service initializer,
yes,
where it look like our 8-dimensional model. Excellent. Which we talked previously, but now we can do it. We see real results.
Oh, now thank you. Let me take.
I think I'll stop there, sir.
Yes, right. We are even trying. Let me take Mohammed Abubakar. Aju Mohammed.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon. What has today's?
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Very well.
Thank you very much. Actually, we have learned a lot today because looking at the lectures that we have today, I think I will describe it as the best that we have learned among the lectures that have been given to us before. I actually joined.
But hello, but you will not have made sense of today's lecture if you did not have the past ones. Don't forget that.
Exactly, sir.
That's right.
Exactly, sir. So actually, the class was very, very impressive, or I can say very informative. Right. In fact, I can categorically tell you that we have traveled to different countries, but mentally,
in fact,
not physically. Yes, because we are getting to see so many things that at least if we can be able to put our head down and learn these kind of things and be able to
Yes.
implement it in our country, I think the sky is limit for us. And especially when
Sky has no limit.
exactly. So, and especially when I look at the diagram that the prof shows, and at the end of the diagram where he shows that whatever you learn when you go to the Business Intelligence Center, at least you can have all the input or all the important things that you have done before. You can be able to see them, and if there's anything that you need to correct or that you need to do there, you can take up from there. So it's actually very, very informative class today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can Hawa still talk now? If not, we take David.
Yeah, Hawa is on. Our mic is unmuted.
Okay, Hawa, if you are on, let's hear you. I think Hassan.
First of all, I'm on a transit. If you can't hear me clearly, I apologize for that. Secondly, today's class is, I can't describe it as normal class that I used to know at all. Because one thing that really break my mind is, you know, somebody may have idea of how to do business or how to come up with business, but to plan that business and all the variables that are included to come up with a good plan and good write-up about business is what is killing most of us. Sometimes you will spend thousands of naira on people for them to do a business proposal for you, but it will not come as exactly as how you want it to be. But to my greatest surprise today, within a short minute, Prof was able to accomplish all this from the space portal. Actually, I said what is dragging us back is lack of all these kind of things. But if you will harness this kind of opportunity, trust me, sir, you will not be here yourself. People will be running to you to help them come up with a good plan and good business. If we can be able to harness this properly. Thank you very much again. Like I said before, it all goes back to you. Thank you very much for coming up with this kind of idea to bring us together to learn all these things. Thank you.
You realize you have a lot of opportunities in your hands. You know, every government ministry in Borno State, every government ministry in Benue State, every government ministry in Kano State need what you have just done now. And you guys are what I call my subject matter experts. You don't buy it. It's not, you don't find them in school. People have done PhD. People have done MBAs. These were specially carved out for this economic recovery purpose. So you don't joke with it at all, because it's actually something we really have to sit and develop very well. So if you have any other opportunity, David. Hello, David.
Yaku, please switch off your audio.
I have muted him. So, David, Yaku. David. Okay. I think Endurance has actually contributed, and I'm happy he's still with us. Ikematu was in the house. I would have loved to hear from her what she feels, because every state in Nigeria, every government set up in Nigeria, we share a common problem. And in our review within this week, we're going to decide when in the week is okay, it's convenient. Okay, I reported that on Thursday, I'm going to bring back Dr. Daniela Pliwi to show us a different dimension entirely into another open world. Because I would not want us to know all this and we box ourselves into Kano or you box yourself into Benue, or you box yourself into Akwa Ibom. In fact, you can't box yourself into Nigeria. You are too much. You are beyond it. And that's exactly where we are going by the kind of what you have seen today. So on Thursday, by 2 p.m., we are going to have a window for Daniela Plewe to talk to all of us. And she's going to talk about what we call deal room. And all this is to crystallize the business foundation of all these things that we are talking about. If you are looking for opportunities, if you are looking for what to do, if you don't even need to rediscover yourself as a startup or as an initiator or innovator, this is the kind of thing we're going to see within this week. And I'm sure your next class, hello, your next class, yes. You are already building Nigeria in your next class. You are already building your Nigeria, because it's not only mine, it's your Nigeria.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really appreciate it.
You can build Nigeria from your corner. The entire Nigeria will know that some people are having its interest at heart. And take note, you have not brought out a political manifesto, you are not making noise, you are not a politician. You are bloody, yes, proud Nigerian as a citizen. So innovation bed really is to create a citizen participation opportunity for Nigerian youth to engage governance without making noise in politics. Because politics, by what you have seen today, has become very disrupted, and they will soon find their level very soon. There will not be hooliganism of politicking in digital economy any longer, because you now know what you can do to influence their excesses, and they should give you the right leadership. That's our principle. So thank you so much, everyone, today. I think it's a new week we'll be heading into. Any programs that is meant to help us, we'll be able to make that happen. Perhaps we'll look at...
Can I say something, sir?
Yes, please, go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. For instance, like for this kind of ePlanner, I will be started to be looking for some kind of clients. How much will I be charging regarding this kind of report, so that I will provide the entire structure for them?
We will, you see, let us forget about it now. There is business. We will discuss this. I want you to perfect. Don't jump. Are you with me? I need us to perfect. I need us to perfect. You see, the innovation-led business model, you are yet to see it yet. You are yet to see it yet. By the time all this is in place, you yourself will know that there's so much you need to do. And we are engaging in the project documentation and building. Every ministry in this country must be subjected to the UNICT procedure. It's been long overdue. Yes, we are not going to use it to say we are fighting corruption with them. We are using it to sanitize our economy, and they must fall in. It's mandatory they fall in. And very soon, it will be a competitive thing. One local government, one state will be wanting they'll be using it and the benchmark
against other states
to be competitive, because every year we're going to be having a national event, we're going to be having a global event. That's the data I'm looking for this country to present to the United Nations every year, and you guys are the ones behind it. So there's a whole lot. Don't even be in a rush. We are going to bake all the services that will go to all the local governments in your states. Forget about the state government. In fact, the way this program has gone now, they said I should even forget about my leaders if they're going to frustrate me, and I don't look at their eyes. I'll use my last dime to achieve Africa. And the way things are going now, I do not need money to grow it. We're all going to start from base zero. And let me share that from January, we are going to market engaging 500 Africans. Because some people are already disturbing me. I'm already thinking these 500 must not only be Nigerians. So don't be surprised if other African countries are going to join us. And we're going to get them to pay an idea of about $100 equivalent. I'm just looking at about 35,000 naira. How much is $100?
50,000 black market.
That is an aggression. I'm not being aggressive. I'm looking at minimum 37,500, not even up to 40,000 as enrollment per participant. Yes. No, 40 would be on the high side, I feel. Let me tell you something about Nigeria and the problems of youth. Do you know that I can say, come and pick 2 million naira now, and you don't have 50 naira to enter Okada? What we call Okada, I don't know. Okay, like in Kano, they call it, yeah, I know Kano. I used to know Kano very well because I frequent Kano. I have clients back then in Kano. Is it Achaba?
No, Achaba.
Great, because
Achaba.
Ibrahim Taiwo and all those places, Club Road, Maganda. I know Kano very well. Why don't you know that I know Kano very well? So these are there's actually a model that we can actually put together to ensure that all those problems and all the services points, they are all going to be integrated. All of you, part of what you're going to do. That is why we are going to extend your access to the portal so that you spend some time to develop all and the practices of all. You do it for medicine, you do it for almost everything, and that's why the assignment tonight, 10 o'clock, I still want it. What in your states is the direction of government? What is their political agenda? Like in Lagos State, they are looking at, I think they call it STEM or something like that. If you Google Lagos State, they have their political agenda. It involves smart city. It involves transportation. And I'm sure you see that is why they are looking at LASMA and all of that. And even in LASMA, the LASMA is not intelligent yet. So
I know.
We need to bring services that can even improve LASMA.
Yeah. I know Lagos State is actually doing something in transport. And that's why I've been working with OT&T, Larry Kuye. I know you know him. And we've been doing one or two things. I've been involved in the BROT.
The same Kuye?
Larry Kuye. Yeah, OT&T Consulting.
Larry Kuye, he knows me, right?
Yeah, he knows you. I met him through you, and since then we've been good friends. It was in those days, several years back.
I can't remember him. If it's the Kuye.
So he was the one that was behind what's it called? Primero. You know, when you're in a BRT bus, it will tell you you're about getting to a particular.
Okay. I think I remember.
You remember him?
Kuye. I think I know Kuye. If you
will tell you're about getting here, you have 15 minutes to the next bus stop.
If you relate with him, he's also somebody that I know we've been at the UN headquarters together with.
Yeah, we were before the pandemic. We were working on taking Transex to Kenya.
Yes.
That's my own application. We're working on taking it to Kenya. We're already talking. We're at an advanced level before the pandemic hit. And then since then, the company too, because they're into transportation, they've not gotten them.
No problem. Because these are he's even on the innovation bed group then.
Yes, he is.
He's on the social group. He's a very quiet person, but I know, yes.
He doesn't talk.
Yeah.
But when he sees people like us, he talks.
That's okay. Any other points? Anybody?
So we didn't hear from John today.
Yes. Any problem? If I'm worried for John, I'm worried for Mercy.
I tried calling him. I tried calling John. His number was switched off.
So
I called.
I could not get Mercy. So what could be wrong?
I don't know. But I called the Klima too. The Klima too said she was trying to join us at the time I called her. So I don't know if she came in. Probably the network broke.
She was in the class. She was in the class. I never, at the point she left or so. Well, at any rate, gentlemen, thank you so very much. All the best. Wish you all the best. So,
thank you so much, sir.
In conclusion, so
Thursday
we should meet with Plewing, and I think on Tuesday we should have our blockchain and AI. What do you think? Or do we have it on Wednesday? The blockchain will be same time at night.
Maybe we have it on Tuesday. We should like before we.
Come again,
On
please.
Tuesday, sir. Tuesday would be better.
It's Tuesday. On that Tuesday,
We have the blockchain.
I say on Tuesday I have a board meeting, but I wouldn't know how long that might go. I have one board meeting on Tuesday.
Okay.
And these meetings might go beyond what I expect and all that. But at any rate,
so we can free you for Tuesday and have it on Wednesday and Thursday rather.
Yes, I think so. So head of house, and
okay, sir. Okay, sir. I have a question, sir.
Okay, right.
With that assignment, if we finish, we can send it to that email you sent me for last week.
Please
the assignment.
Go to the house. There's instruction there. The email address I have to put there is there. It's the same place. Yes, the same place. Please.
Yeah, it's there, sir.
Head of house and deputy.
Yes.
Into your account numbers.
Yes, I sent my both on
my own account number. You, sir.
Account number.
I've not seen my
tally number. I'll just send some tally number for you for data. Okay. So thank you.
Shoot you are class prefect.
Number. Send something.
Let me tell class prefect. I don't know why class prefect.
You know, I'm your son. I've always been your son now.
Don't worry.
Why don't abuse me? Why don't abuse me? Because this one that you brought your face up now. I don't know.
I was been honoring you, so that should be enough.
So, sir. So it's okay. So I will send mine too. Thank you, sir.
Who is talking?
It's me.
Head of house.
Only head of house, though.
Yes, sir. I will send my account, sir. Yeah, I will send my account, but sir, that will not be the last. I will even win this coming one.
That's the spirit.
So we'll both be returned elected.
That's the spirit I want, yes. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank